guessing nobody's here. Completely random live feed. Why I chase up bits and pieces to do the next video. Well, it's probably not really the next video, but I don't know what the next video is going to be. I went and got my X6 back from Rowan so I can do some testing of some stuff. But to do said stuff, I need to clean up so I've got room. And I can only do one big video at a time. So what's happening, everybody? Are you in self-isolation? Can we help out in any way? I don't reckon I can, but maybe we might be able to entertain you. Hello, flu breath. How the heck do you get flu breath? Hey, YouTube didn't do that again? You've got to be kidding me. Interested in electrons. Show. There we go. I haven't put much thought or effort into this. Where is it? Live chat. There we go. Pop out chat. Pause that. At least it's streaming okay today. Right, what's happening, everybody? I'm on it now. All trades, bathroom renovations. Hey, mate. I would like to know your new project. My new project is somehow working out how to film building a battery that has got 2,800 cells in it and making it look interesting. That is my challenge at the moment, I assure you. I know what I want to do, but it's just shit. Hey, One Up the Sleeve Customs, Brad, how the heck are you? And congratulations. I'm building a 48 lithium-ion battery for my forklift. That sounds fun. I know you started electric car project. May I know little but motor and battery pack details? So the motor, well, I just had a conversation with somebody about a Tesla motor, but I really don't think I can afford the Tesla motor. When it's the Tesla motor is the same price as a Tesla front drive motor, 195 kilowatts or something. But it's the same price as motor controller and everything else for a little AC20. So AC20 is probably the way I'm going to go, and 3 Tesla batteries. So that'll be about 5, 6, 7, maybe 7,500. Maybe a little bit more for motor and batteries, and then of course I've got to get it all to fit. So that'll be fun. You entertain me, I entertain you. That sounds like a perfectly reasonable deal. Glad to see you're busy. Who cares if it's structured? My battery guy dried up. Any ideas to get some? All my battery guys have dried up. I have no idea. I think as the community gets bigger, it's going to get a lot harder to get batteries. Well, no, it'll just evolve into something different. I'm making potato bread and pizzas from scratch. That sounds as boring as all get out. I'm very sorry, Lockie. Oh, no, sorry, that's John. Messages held for review. Show. Please subscribe. I find that doesn't work. Timothy, hey dude, have you seen my questions about some LG cells? I think I looked at it for about 15 seconds, but I am so... You have a look. I usually reply to all my comments and stuff in YouTube, and I just haven't done it this time. Oh, last 2 or 3 videos. I'm so far behind, it is just nuts. But one, I don't feel like sitting here typing for hours and hours on end. I usually get up the next morning and spend 2 or 3 hours replying, but I haven't got that time at the moment. Morning, Pete. But Timothy, I'll get onto it probably on the weekend. Chris Chester, good morning, sir. For this electric car project, are you using harvested cells? No. I personally think using harvested cells for a test or like for an electric car is kind of madness. I really think you should be using safer, you need the balance cells because it's reliability, right? On Australian roads, part of the registration process of a DIY EV is it's got to be as reliable as the original car. So if it's an old Volvo, you'll get away with recycled cells, but reliable old Mini, you're going to have to need some new ones. One up the sleeve, customs good, mate. I need some more Patreons. Pete, fun today. Patreons. I don't think I give Patreons enough. I've got 13 Patreons. I don't think I give them enough value. I ignored them there for about a year and a half. And I'm trying to do better. I really am trying to do better. But I feel that everybody deserves everything just as much. Are you getting Tesla packs for the Mini locally or from the States? If Battery Hookup had them, I would buy them from them in a second. But other than that, I will be using Leon over in Western Australia, I think, for the Tesla batteries. 3 of them to start with. If I could get 6 in the Mini, it'd be awesome. It'd give it some awesome range, but it also adds 75 kilos worth of weight to it, so that's like an extra person. So just be 3 Tesla batteries, I hope, for now. Keep it nice and light and simple and clean. Hopefully I can get everything underneath the bonnet. I don't have to put it anywhere else, so there's almost no, except for the charger. I think I'll put the charger in the boot. I was thinking about cutting out the inside of the petrol tank and then using the petrol tank as just a housing for all the electronics in the boot. Chris Jester, new batteries, real ones, are getting cheaper all the time, at least until the human malware issue. Hard to keep up with comments sometimes. Sometimes it's impossible. I mean, I woke up this morning to something like 180 comments between Facebook, YouTube, and messages on my phone. And I am sorry, there are pages of messages on Facebook Messenger that I simply haven't replied to because 1, I haven't got time, 2, I don't feel I can help, and 3, it's some of them are crazy. I'm sorry. D-Tech, hey Pete, I caught a video. Yay! I wasn't supposed to do a YouTube video, and I thought I could sit out here and nobody would be on, and I could just clean up this mess behind me. Instead, I've got 44 people watching me. If I've got 44 people watching me, smash that goddamn like button because I need the money. After the last live feed, I made $1 and I lost 7 subscribers. But that's live feeds, right? Just remind me how much you paid for your recycle 18650 cells on average. Brian, I ended up paying nothing. I paid nothing because I bought them ridiculously cheap and I sold probably 3/4 of them. I kept 1/4 of the good ones. And it was all self-funding. Back in the day, I was paying $1 per 6 cells or per laptop battery. And I did that for a few years until everyone cottoned on. And now that's not possible anymore. And I got the hiccups again. Outstanding. Cells need to be crash proof. Yeah, that's right. There's a certain amount of G's, both frontways and sideways, that the housing's got to withstand. DIY, come on, man. Is anyone? I'm trying, Peter, sir. You can try, mate. I did a similar thing in the early day. You got to get as many subscribers and stuff as you can. But let me assure you, 80% of all of my views are not subscribers. Subscribers is a number that is designed to make us YouTubers feel better about ourselves. It doesn't mean shit. I got 50,000 subscribers and I get like 2,000 views on a video. Nah. Andy Lee Robson, spamming your own channel is not cool. Learn some manners. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do what you can do, Andy. I understand the sentiment. That's why I approved them. Light mini zipping down the stairs. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, light mini, as in mini car. Yes. But not down the stairs. That's all in the movies. Yeah, I'm not that popular. Timothy, well, that's okay. How much should LG's cell weighs? I think 45. It's a little bit different to what it was. I think it was 43 grams. I do have a scale here. Is there batteries in it? There is batteries in it. Okay, so I have one 18650 cell. Oh, that's 46.5 grams. If I grab one of them. The problem with these are they're not overly clean cells. That one is. That's 46.4 according to my scale. That's 47.1, but it's got gunk all over it. That's 43.6, and that's pretty clean. And that's what's that? NCR 18650, and this is an NCR 18650A, I think. And that's 44.8. And of course, I don't know how accurate that scale is, but there you go. I did get a cool box today. Should I open this on camera? I shouldn't, because it's got my address and everything, and everything all over it. Can you see my address from there? It doesn't really matter. If you can Google, you can work out my address. I was going to do this on camera, but it's a pretty average looking box. But I am excited about what's in this box, because I do know what's in it. Rightio. Ooh. That adds to the excitement somewhat. Now these are for a Tesla module and will be going on my electric Mini. Well, if I can get him to send one more, because it looks like he only sent 2. Let's open this up just for a little bit of excitement. Oh geez, they look well finished. Oh, I like. Some boards for the Mini, for the Tesla motor, for the Tesla battery. Lithium Power. These are produced by over in Western Australia. So these are the guys that I'm going to buy my batteries off. So I did get these. I did not pay for these, but I probably will in the end. Small business and all. I think that one there is actually the version 2, and this is version 1. Unless they're for the different, the 2 different Tesla modules. I think they're for the 2 different Tesla modules. I've got this one, so I'll be able to put that one on my battery and test it. And the plan is with this to grab the Tesla batteries out and run a test and run a balance test. Oh, he's already made up a cable. So a 6S cable. So I should be able to hook that into my X6. I should be able to hook this into my S6. Oh, there we go. Awesome. I can charge and discharge the Tesla with that. And if I hook it up to that battery, I'll be able to do regen. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of excitement. I am actually genuinely excited about that because those Tesla batteries that I've got sitting down there that I got lent about 12 months ago that are still here, They know they're still here. They're not going anywhere. I've never cycled them. I've never charged them or anything. So with that, I'll be able to charge them and discharge them and test them for capacity after they've been sitting around for 12 months and see what they're like. What are we up to? I'm not that popular. Capacity is accurate. To check the cell internal capacity, which one is best on accurate result? Okay, so Litocala is slow because it's only 500 milliamps. The Opus is my favorite by hands down. I've used Opuses for years, except when I borrow the big charging board that I had here. I only just dropped it back an hour ago. And that's got 4 S units on it. But I've never used the XTAR at all. Out of the 3, the Opus is definitely my choice. Hold your breath there, Pete. Might get rid of the hiccups. Howdy from rural New South Wales. Content is rather interesting. Thanks for joining us, Energits. Yeah, 90% of my views from unsubscribe to. What's up? Greeting from ZA. Welcome, sir. I made it for a change. Wayne, welcome back, mate. Your inverter's still running my lights. Your address is the world's best kept secret, mate. Haha, except for when people type it out and put it everywhere. Sorry about that. The 142 subs, that's not worth it. I can take it anyway, thank you. I love that car. Looks like Mr. Bean's car. It was never designed to look like Mr. Bean's car. I think the last owner just rattle canned the bonnet. Address something Forest Lake, something near a dam. Yeah, that'll do. You know a good charger for 18650 from 12 volt solar? It depends. That's a very broad question. How much do you want to spend? What voltage, amperage, and all that sort of stuff? How long do you want it to last? So, oh, look at that. I'm up with the chat. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm out of here. Not really. I know better to say that because everyone disappears very, very quickly. So what's happening? Where's all the interaction? What's happening out there in the world? I'm going into self-isolation for the weekend, so I won't be around for a few days. I wish I could go into self-isolation, but everyone keeps visiting me. Something safe, reasonably priced, good quality. Well, I go PCM 60X, but that's like 350 Australian dollars or something like that. The PCM 60X, I've got 2 of, and then one out at the farm, so it's 3. I've used one of them for 5 years. I keep making up numbers because I can't really remember. It's 4 or 5 years. I love them to death. They do 12, 24, and 48 volt. So if you plan on growing your system, that's a good way to go. And it's my personal choice because I know it works, and I haven't really tested anything else. Something safe, reasonably priced. Borders are closed now, apparently, but I've never been out of Australia anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm moving to a new workshop. That's cool, man. I haven't seen many videos lately from you. You need to start blowing rocks up with that digger. Get into blasting. That'll get you some views. Was watching Zombieland movie today. Good laugh given the current situation. I haven't watched that yet. I've seen it there a couple of times in my recommended. I haven't watched it yet. Baltimore MD is getting locked down. Do I still ride the Rocket? That's got many meanings. Do you mean my pit bike? Okay, thanks. Well, there's something about an issue with the number 19 or something. Cody's lab has closed the mine on his family property. He did that last video, didn't he? Cleaning it all up and stuff. I like Cody. I think the guy's gone through a pretty rough trot in the last couple of years, but he's a good bloke. I'd like to shake his hand. It'd be close between shaking Jehu's hand or Cody. Which one? Or AVE. That'd be a good one too. The Opus is 12 volt input with small voltage regulator, could possibly run off 12 volt solar. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to the live feed. The live feed that you didn't recommend. Only 4 likes. Jeez, that's terrifying. Greetings from the Netherlands. I'm saving the escalator for the purge in a couple of weeks. Why not both? No hand-to-hand contact. AV is too shifty, rather. Shake Cody's hand. Can you imagine? Yeah, Cody's. I think that chicken hole base. I think there's something to that. If he can make that work, I think that's gonna grow his channel even more. The guy's friggin' smart. I reckon he should have finished his university or something. He bailed from that, didn't he? My Sparky is unavailable for house calls right when I finally get the rails to put my panels on the roof. Damn. My Sparky. Oh, talking about my Sparky. My power bill is freaking awesome. I changed my power plan, and like every day I'm making $1 or something. And I've been 3D printing, and there is crap all through this shed. Hey Wayne, that 3D printer that I lent you is a piece of junk. Yeah, I've been getting refunds for my power almost every day. Almost every day. It's not every day, but where is it? I haven't checked today. Coronavirus. It's everywhere. It's even on my bloody app on my phone for my power. Daily. This is a very unstructured video right now. You earned $1.17 in solar. Oh, I got a 12-cent bill yesterday. Ah, that's no good. 12 cents for electricity in one day. If I pay 10K to spend a day with AVE, where is all this shit coming from? I must have walked through a spider web. It mustn't be from the 3D printer. YouTube has treated Cody like crap. Yeah, I think some of Cody's stuff is so clever, and it should never have been banned or blocked or anything, but he's had his ass handed to him so many times with YouTube. I'm lucky I haven't been through that yet. I guess it's coming. But for my $12 a day on YouTube, it's not going to be the end of the world. AB fiberglass loo rolls are rough. I reckon they would be. Yeah, I did the same. Never finished anything beyond 10th grade, but I'm a wicked street smart. I failed every subject from grade 5 to grade 10, and then I don't think I did grade 11. I'm not sure. That's when I left school. Better than YouTube revenue, I have to agree. Oh, I know. I spent weeks getting that bastard to do what I needed. I tell you what, actually, that I put that hot end in yesterday, the one that you said was working. I got the hot end in and then realised that the thermocouple, the white wires, was broken on the new hot end. Because this one just started spewing it all out the side. It's cracked or something. I actually don't know what's wrong with it, but it's giving me the shit. So I bought a hot end for it. I mounted the spool on my wall, so hopefully it give it better, a cleaner path in the printer. Because I'm trying to print a motor, but it's not working. Sir, why do people call me sir? What's the deal with it? It must be a geographical thing. Did you go through the BMS from scrap laptop batteries because they work with a few connections using resistors? If you have a look back at my really old videos, yes, I tried doing that with one and I gave up. It was a very talking head video and it wasn't very good. But yeah, I did try playing with them, but they're useless. They're such small balancing current that they're pointless. And also, I can't have you beating me on my Powerwalls. Time to expand. Wayne, just remember I've got like 32 panels sitting out there that I need somewhere to put it. So if you want a competition, brother, game on. and also I have another 3,000 cells sitting behind me. His explosive struck screwed him, absolutely. I need a new 3D printer. I got offered a new 3D printer from somebody the other day. From Arnett. Is it Arnett? I'm sure it was Arnett. Eric Lundgren. Where is it? Lincoln. Yeah, arnett3d.com offered me a resin printer, 3D printer, and then an Arnett A8 3D printer for review. And I said yes. I just said, yep, send them on over. But I haven't heard anything back from them yet, so I don't know what's going on there. I tried to spool holder, I gave up trying. Yeah, it's a shit printer. Well, it's not a shit printer. I just think some parts need upgrading. Perhaps I need to learn more about it. Who knows? Rowan, hey mate, you finished your dinner? Sorry, I wrecked your dinner. You also use a ton more electricity than me. That's a fair call. I just clocked in at the hospital in Dayton, Ohio, considered essential staff, so I must like it or not. Stay safe, buddy, and thank you, because without you guys going to work, we'd be screwed, I reckon. Would love to import the what into Australia. I don't know what that is in Fentos. I'll probably Google it later. I need to change my plans now that solar feed-in has dropped to 11.5 cents. I got 15. At Origin, I got 15 cents per kilowatt hour, but no discounts or anything on the bill. I paid under £100 for my printer, and I have nowhere near the amount of issues people seem to have. I must have got a good one. Don't even look after it that well. Chris, mine, I found... Okay, so the problems with mine in one day... Well, I replaced... The board died. The motherboard died, so I replaced that. And I don't even know whether you can see me. The board died, so I replaced that. Then I found out my genuine Ender 3 Creality, or whatever you call it, glass bed, has got a 1mm dip in the middle of it. And then the hot end just started blowing out. And the gear for the extruder was stripped out as well. And it's one thing after the next with it. And it's only had 5 spools of, well, I've only put about 5 spools of filament through it. Off-grid prepper, look out, Pete, I'm the toilet paper police. Do you check whether the entire square has been used fully before it's flushed? Because I don't want that policing job. I don't think that policing job is anything to tell anybody about. It's just not there. Hello from Arcanas. It's raining here. Welcome, sir. Hand over your toilet paper. It's only single ply. There's a screaming for people at the hospital here. Wife got text messages daily asking people to do overtime and extra shifts. Wow. My other half works at gyms, and she's getting a whole heap of extra shifts because people can't show up to work. But they reckon the gyms are probably one of the worst places to be at. I'm up to 15 cents with 23% discount from Origin. How did you get 15% feed-in tariff and then 23% discount from Origin? We need to talk, Rowan. I got 15 cents, but no discount. because I had a 24% discount with Origin, but I only had 7-cent feed-in tariff. And that was shit. What time is it there, dude? You up early, aren't you? No, it's 9:10 at night. And I was supposed to be doing work, and I'm not now. Go figure. $17.50 for 6 loo rolls on eBay today. Doubt the bidders actually paid it. I posted on my personal page today. So there's 1,700 bags of toilet paper sold for like $25 each or something. It's ridiculous. People have all gone mad. Everyone else, how much you got hoarded? I have 24. I used 3 spools. Oh, there you go. You got 3 spools through that thing without dying? I'm the quantity police, for fuck's sake. I have 7 rolls, but 1 roll lasts a week here. I have the R8 A2. Pretty sure it's a clone. Google it for a pic. It's a rip-off of a few different printers. Chris, at the end of the day, if I get them for free, I don't care. They can be ripped off from God himself. I love how your looks pretty cool. Interested to maintain it like that. I'm to building a shed rooftop connector shoulder. It never used to look like this. I really did. I really did. So another moderator just handled this. I'm glad you're allowed. Sorry for fucking up the convo, Pete. I'm sick and tired of not swearing. Yeah, there's a lot of work that's gone into make this look like this. I usually clean up all the paperwork and stuff, but this was unplanned. And I really appreciate you hanging out and having a chat with me. I should have done the one where other people could log in so I could walk away and do other things and people could have a chat, so it's just not me. Because I know my throat will get pretty dry and pretty sore pretty quick. I'm getting 4 to 5 days here. Well, I'm still at 45 cents in Australia. Yeah, but you got the premium feed-in tariff. South Australia, I think my man gets like 65 cents. It wasn't my idea. Maybe we could start 3D printing toilet paper. I think that's already been done. If you look on Thingiverse, someone's already done a little thing. No, without dying, it literally a spool worth of epic failures. You can buy Hillary TP on Amazon. Oh yeah, I saw that. You shared that today. Use postage, Mike. How can we all be talking about toilet paper? Talk about baked beans and rice. 2-day shipping Prime. I don't know. I don't think anybody as much uses Amazon anymore as they used to. Thoughts on the Samsung E29 18650? I've never used one. I have an R8 A8. It was pretty horrible printer in the beginning. Made it an A8 with an aluminium extruded profile. Pretty sturdy right now. Oh, don't tell me that. I might have to give them a bad review. But that serves them right for sending me something without researching how much I've done with 3D printers. Leith, 16% discount, 20% feed-in of Origin. I got it before. Oh, they pulled the plan. But whereabouts do you live too? Because it's geographical around Australia. They're all different plans in all different areas. Did anyone hear that electricity bill's on hold? Nope. I didn't even get the $750 payment. Bastards. Damn you being self-employed. Evening all, Simon. Welcome. No rice left either. No. I had rice for dinner. I feel rich. Rice and fresh chicken. You could just use Sanyo's, warm them up, cleanse all at the same time. Sorry, Pete, all my fault. I obsessed with the toilet paper lunacy. I think it's almost got to be done. I've done it as well. It's kind of entertaining. At least we're not talking about boobs. That'd be actually quite good right now. Fuck no, toilet paper is the new gold. Melbourne, knock off a ANET A8, the frame was only 5mm plexi instead of original 8mm. Wait a minute, I'll show you the email. How do I open? Oh, where's me? Jesus, I haven't even got my Stream Deck plugged in. I actually really like this Stream Deck. If you're thinking about buying one, head on over to their website, because I think they could really use our support right now by the sound of it. Stream Deck, rightio. This is where the screen just jumps around because I've got to work out which one it is. That one? Maybe that one. That'll do. Now that one goes on there. I double click that one and bring that over. So they're the ones. Hi HBPowerwall, this is Kitty. There's an original name. From ANET 3D printer. I'm wanting to look for a review or just use it in an episode of your YouTube channel for newly released printers. That one looks extruded. That one does look extruded. It's the same size as the one behind me. And I'm assuming that you can actually see that. Yeah, you can. ANET is one of the top 3D printer manufacturers in China. We have some star product like A8 DIY 3D printer, A8 and so forth. We really appreciate our regular users and value their experience. Here we go. So I said yes to both of them. I don't know if they'll send both of them, but give it a good hard crack, right? What else can you do? Rightio. Back to the regular programming. I did think about, I get quite a few of those sorts of things with random objects, pocket knives and torches and all sorts of shit. I was thinking that maybe I could do 12 months of just saying yes to every single sponsorship offer. And then if they're shit, tearing them a new one. If they're great, saying they're great. And if they're moderate, say that. What do you reckon of that an idea? I don't like the idea too much because I think it's, getting free stuff for nothing. But yeah, that was one idea I had to get more content out there. The Mini's going to be a lot more fun, I assure you. Yeah, I saw the new plans. You want good feed-in now. You get no discount. What is the best 18650 laptop cell you ever used? NCR 18650 grey or green? Green's usually better at higher capacity. The grey, there's more around. One for Steve-O. Do you get scammers ringing you up about cheaper electricity? Yes. With those phone scammers, the best thing that you can do is spend as much time as possible on the phone talking to them. It destroys their business model, and if you can not be rude and not be laughing or anything else, spend their time. Use as much of their time as you possibly can, because after a while they're there to make money, and if they're sitting around talking to arseholes like me, they're not making any money. So I will give them all the time that they've got. I usually tell them I had Vindaloo last night and I'm sitting on the shitter. I don't have toilet paper. I got one of those bidet things, right? But you just call me back in 10 minutes. And then when they call back, I say, oh, look, it was a really bad Vindaloo. Ring me back in another 10 minutes. That's 2 or 3 phone calls I've taken up their time and they haven't rung somebody else. So that's the way I entertain myself. Pete, I missed out on the 910 stimulus because I was self-employed too. Yeah, get in. We work harder, work for less. I had some customers in today said $89. I did a fairly complicated or difficult, time-consuming would be a better word, data recovery off a USB stick, where I actually had to solder the plug back on, and that didn't work, and I ended up having to get a HDMI cable and a USB cable and solder it all up and fix all the pins up and replace the fuse on it and whatever else. I got it all done. I told them it took 2.5 hours, which it was a lie. It was probably more like 3.5 or 4 hours by the time I'd actually transferred all the data off. and he had the hide to come in, and I said, oh, that'll be $89, and he had the hide to say, oh, will you take $10? No, I won't. And piss me off. And then you talk about self-employed, and anyways, moving back to the job. Mike Nacko, can I have the Amazon link, please? Mike Nacko can absolutely do that. He probably won't be here at the moment. I love Panasonic NCR. Those private school packs are amazing. Absolutely, get in there. They are freaking awesome. For toilet paper, English subtitles. Is all aluminium frame. Stop that, Pete. I do not want to be on a boat right now. That'll be from when I was flicking backwards and forwards and doing this, right? I'm fairly sure that's what you're talking about. Sold Tesla stock yet? I don't own any Tesla stock. Greetings from the US. Welcome, Ryan. Hey, how you doing, bud? I watch those shows all the time. I'm a big fan. Thank you very much, Walter. Free stuff for nothing. Yeah, that works. Yeah, but it doesn't really work, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's great. Like, things like this I got free from Banggood. And it's gotten used so much, you have no idea how much that thing's been used. And that's great. I can recommend that all day long. But it's doing the new stuff. I got caught a few times with batteries and a few other things that I recommended, and I went through, and they worked flawlessly for the week or two that I had them first, and then did the video and whatever else. And after that, they just went to the toilet. I mean, that, for instance, that was sponsored, that 3D printer. And it's just a piece of junk. Or the guy using it. It's a hard call. But interestingly enough, I've probably made $500 from that video with all the printing stuff that I've sold. I've sold lots of beds for some reason, glass beds. If you're doing for 12 months, yes, I'll send you some toilet paper to evaluate on YouTube. How the hell do I get the wiping action with... The technical challenge involved with that is just... I think those technical challenges just make it an unacceptable type of... Yeah, reward for effort's just not there, I think, on that one. Nearly finished wiring the battery up today. I only made 14 balancing cables. I thought I had done 15. Whoops. Did you get the Watchmon 5? Because that's a lot quicker to actually do the balancing leads. Oh, we'll talk about balancing leads. Oh, they did put the extra stuff in. Awesome. What the fuck do you got a bit at? No, I do not. I can't afford one of them. I've got a garden hose hanging through the window of the dunny. Having a hard time getting the PIP 2024. Do you have any suggestions on where I can buy one? That's all I'm trying to find, and just real difficult. Please help me. I live in the USA. The problem is the 2020, the 2424, I don't think is 110 volt. But if you're having trouble finding one, Peggy, P-E-G-G-Y, at mppsolar.com. Tell her that Pete sent you. I do not get a kickback, but it's nice for her to know. And she'll hook you up. She'll tell you whether it's in stock, whether it's not in stock, and she'll ship it to you. And I ring up and ask for stuff from... I message Peggy, and like 2 or 3 days later, the damn stuff's here. It's so fast. I love their gear. No stimulus package here either. Walter, try Peggy at him. There we go. Look at that. She'll definitely help. I help bases like that. Yes, Pete, you are rocking the boat with the bloody cameras. What, like this? Okay, that's getting old, isn't it? We'll stop doing that. That one. I should have done my hair. I just looked at myself. I just got this grey hair here, and I need a haircut up there. It's funny, I can't get a haircut because I've got to finish that video, and it'll look good. It'll look funny if I cut all my hair off halfway through doing a video. I'm actually trying to do a really good video. I'm trying to do one video that actually makes me some money for once, and gets a heap of new subscribers. So that's what I'm working on at the moment, plus mini videos. Maybe talking to Marcus, but I finally got me a battery to build for my e-bike. I think they're fake cells, just my luck. Yeah, you don't want to use fake cells in an e-bike. That'll kill it. The batteries will just shit themselves, and they'll probably catch fire. They're not rated for high amp draw. Hi, Pete and everybody. Cheetah Kid, welcome, brother. Get in board 2 months, 200% upside. What's he talking about? Get in board 2 months, 200% upside. I have no idea what you're talking about, brother. Peaches, Peaches. There we go. GoPro, a waterproof. Throw it in the bowl. Where's my Go? No, I've got the media kit on my GoPro. I bought the media kit thinking that I could use the HDMI port and then hook it up to my computer and then use the GoPro 8 as my web camera, because it'll give you a friggin' good camera, right? But hooking this up to my capture card just displays nothing on the screen. So I dare say they've done some magic trickery with the cable, and it only works with the external screen. But I did get the microphone, and all of that was bought from my Patreons. Saving up for almost a year, all my Patreon money. But I love that now. After I dropped my iPhone when I was filming the other day on my Mini, I wasn't very happy about that. But actually, the media, what I was going to say, there's a media mod isn't waterproof. Show fake butt crack with Promite applied. So perhaps one day I could 3D print one. Yes, got the Watchmon 5. Awesome. Let us know when you get it all hooked up. At the garden hose. Hey mate, I just started to build a new Powerwall, but it's so hard. You never know who is dropping shipping on who is drop shipping. I guess you were saying that. I've been waiting a long time now. E-packet is slow or stopped. Never trust the tracking on bloody that. Is Peggy still working? Yes. Oh, I don't actually know if she's working. I do have another email address. I can message her directly and ask her if you want. I got magnetic removable plate for my printer. Made a big difference. Yeah, I don't. Mine's not flat. It's glass. Glass is by its very nature flat. I mean, it's self-leveling. So I don't know what the go is with that. I even tried turning the glass plate upside down, but that was just a disaster. What else? Mega removable. I'll have to have a look at that. I'll see if I can find it. Hey Pete, is your battery 24 or 48? John Reese. This battery behind me is 24 volt. It is 7S and 7S, and they're joined together. That is not working. And then with a 24 volt inverter, which is there, which runs down to a power board there, and it runs that charger and the lights above my head. And Wayne Bennett, one of my moderators, lent me that, and I haven't killed it yet, so I'm very proud of that. Well, PIP 2424 is still going well, at least 4 years constant use. That's pretty solid. I need a drink. Now my throat's sore. I'm dying. Good morning, Dad. Are you referring to my dad bod that I've acquired in the last 2 years? It is plenty hard work. Yeah, I can do that. I'll do that later. I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it in the morning. It's 9:29 here in Australia on I don't even know what night is it. Is it Wednesday? It's Thursday. Friday tomorrow. If I do, let's see. I don't please put it back to. Okay, Pete. I'll leave you and the gang to catch her. Thank you very much, sir. I'll catch you later. It's the grey beard that gets your dad, Spec Pete. I know, I've got to get rid of this, doesn't I? I have to get rid of it. I didn't realise how grey I was going until you let hair grow. And there's even grey all up in here, but it's sort of thinning out. But anyway, I guess you get that. 45 years old and all that shit. Of course you do it later. Give me a second. I'm going to go and grab a drink of probably premium Pepsi Max, probably. All 58. There's got to be 58 when I come back. Is there any chance of having 58 when I come back? I don't know. Watching. Drop some comments. Don't say boobs 6,000 times because I get demonetized. I'll be back in a minute. Where's my keys? Because the house is locked. I'll be back. Watch my shit. I should get snacks too. Probably have to steal Kylie's snacks. Alright, I'm back. How many boob comments do we have? 53. We lost some. That is terrifying at very least. Fully charged. 1 million Teslas. 4 hours. Oh, that was 4 hours ago. Yay, YouTube. Your system works well. This my boobs is held for review. I've still got another 10 years to go to grey. Thanks everyone, HBPowerwall. I live in coal country, West Virginia, USA, and it's truly hard to find anything like that around here. So again, thank you for your information. Thank you very much for tuning in. That's a very clever way. Bulbs 6,000 times. I bet he gets a Coke. Pepsi Max. And this is a story that's been told over and over again. I used to be a staunch Coke Zero, and then they changed the formula or something, and it tasted like shit. And then Mike come over from Pennsylvania and visited me here, and I thought, well, I knew he loved Pepsi, so I bought like a 24 tin thing of Pepsi, and I think they had 1 or 2 tins while they were here. And for a week or two, there was all these Pepsi sitting in my freezer, in my fridge, so I thought, better drink it. And I switched, and I haven't gone back to Coke, which is kind of weird because I've had Coke since I was a teenager. I don't know how fat I'd be if I had real Coke or full or normal sugar Coke. I go through about 2 to 4 litres a day. And just every now and again. Chris by 100. No, he gets 2 Cokes, all the Cokes. 1 for me. I'm just here, and he leaves. Yeah, but I'm back again, so that counts for something. What the fuck? Pepsi is nice. Cocaine makes you skinny. Time to make. I don't know. No. Come on, where is everybody? How can I be caught up with the chat? Ask me a question, dumb, smart, or otherwise. Hit me with it. How long have I been on for? I don't have how long I've been on for. Watch my shit, he says as he leaves. Yeah, that's pretty much me. With sugar-free drinks, watch out for the aspartame is bad for your blood pressure. Apparently. Someone says it also gives you ringing in your ears, but I don't know. We are in quarantine. The entire country's in quarantine. 1 hour. Thank you very much, Zero. Pepsi and JD's go down well. Don't drink. I wish I was that guy that could drink. I would sit here pissed as a maggot on camera, and I'll be doing this all the fucking time. But unfortunately, I'm that guy that gets naked and runs down the street every time he drinks. Can't do that to the world anymore, not with this dad bod. Police wouldn't arrest me. They'd blooming just cover me up with like those moving blankets and just leave me on the side of the road to sober up. Are you worried about your Powerwall in the room overheating? No, not at all. It gets like 50 degrees in here when it's closed. It's pretty hot, but not the end of the world. I'm tearing apart a bunch of hoverboard packs. I found some fake Samsung cells in the process. Are you serious? What sort of hoverboard? Well, are they the proper brand hoverboard? Or are they off-brand hoverboard? Did you find any counterfeits so far? No, I haven't. Well, I haven't really looked. If it doesn't feel right to me, tap the cells together, dude. When you get two cells and you tap them together, you can hear which one's like hollow and which one's not. They sound different. A cheap cell sounds different when you tap them together, just lightly. You don't have to do it hard. And you'll find out very fast whether they're good or bad. 54 minutes, so just getting there. There we go. I'm surprised you don't have an Ingle or Waco fridge behind you as you spend so much time there. That is off camera. I just got a little 50-litre bar fridge sort of over there. But I don't use it. I've got a bottle of water usually here, but it must be inside. But yeah, I hate walking over there to the fridge even though it's only like 10 meters away. I'd rather just have it here and hot. I changed the fan in my pip. I have nocturs and now there are loads quieter. Mine are outside, so I don't even hear them. I guess I could do that in the end if I needed to, but you hear them roar once I think I put like 7,900 watts on them today because I was in the kitchen making dinner and I just didn't think. The wash machine was on. I had two of the hot plates on. They're the ones, the induction, and then I put the microwave on as well, and then the static load. And I'm thinking, geez, that microwave sounds like it's labouring a little bit. And I jumped on my phone and checked my Batrium, and yeah, sure enough, yeah, maxing out the poor inverters. I haven't done that high. I don't think I've ever seen it that high before. And by the time I turned everything off, I didn't screen capture it. I probably should have. Are you using the mini gearbox or a stronger box? That's a good question. First, for this build, I am only using an AC20 motor, which is a 6-inch motor, and it's fairly underpowered. It's not going to be a tyre smoking beast, so I think it'll be very much in line with like maybe an 1100, maybe a 1275 motor, power-wise, standard, with stock carbies and everything else. And I think the drop gears and stuff can handle that. I plan on doing a little bit of work with that. I'm trying to learn AutoCAD so I can do some stuff with that as well. That's not going so well, let me just tell you. It turns out I'm not real good at doing AutoCAD. So I don't know. I plan on putting it on top of the gearbox and then running the clutch and everything as well. We'll see how that turns out. That's the idea for now, but it's evolving. Straight jacket in insane asylum for drunk Pete. No, that's too good for me. I'd still make everybody in the insane asylum laugh. How's Cell 48 going? I can probably show you that. I haven't even done a Batrium screenshot yet. What is the deal with that? It's actually going really good, but I still haven't. Today was the first time, and that's 2.5 weeks since I did it. And I ended up having, with those little tiny cables, there was still 0.1 of a volt difference between 48 and the other cells. So that, can we just move that? No, we move that. I don't know what that sock thing is. The jar. Oh, that's the tip jar. There we go. We get rid of that. So 48 is that one. So 48 is 4.4 volts now. So it's a little bit high. That's the one. Oh, that's the one that I had the problem with up here. But I boost charged. That was way high. So that hasn't had a chance to really cycle yet and ratchet back down again. But which number was it? I can't even remember. Oh, what was the other one that I replaced the other day? But you can see the last 14 are still all over the shop, and the other ones are fairly consistent. Oh, there you go. That's what that is. $2. Did that actually work? I didn't think that did. Thanks, Wayne. So the cables in between kind of did work, but on the same token they didn't work because this, I can't even afford, was it 35? I think it might have been 35. I ended up having to put a charger on it to boost it back up again, because between the top and the bottom cell, they were so far different. And it wasn't just the microscopic differences between the long ones. It was a big difference with a multimeter on each cell. So those little tiny cables have got so much resistance in them that the battery's not working as one battery. It's working as 3 separate batteries with a little bit of balance in between. So it really didn't go to plan like I thought it would. The plan was this weekend, Pepsi burp, the plan was this weekend to do another video with heavier gauge wire. I haven't even had a chance to go and buy said wire yet. And then I was going to fuse it all up and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, I'm thinking that it's not really, maybe it's perhaps not as good as idea as I thought. So I don't know. We'll see how we go. I do have another couple of video ideas that I can do. I don't necessarily have to do that one, but I'll still keep an eye on it and see how it goes. You need more Pepsi Max. Oh, Pepsi Max is $2.50, buddy. I bet at $1.99. Oh, you didn't get highlighted. Oh, that's a thanks. Thank you. What have we got? Fake laptop batteries is still working on your Mini. Absolutely. I have so many parts. It is insane. But I have somebody helping me do the powder coating. I think I said this last time. But look at this. Look at this for sexy. I got Bilstein shocks. I got... I think I put this on Patreon. I don't know. I think I was going to put it on Patreon, but didn't. I've got new carpets arrived today. I've got new steering rack arrived this week. I got tie rod ends. I got, look at this goodness. Brand new disc brakes, brand new suspension. Oh, that's really heavy. New hubs, new bearings, new brake lines. I got quite a lot of stuff this week, which is really good. But I still need the frame, the subframes powder coated so I can rebuild them. So it might be another maybe 2 or maybe even 3 weeks before I do another mini video, unless I do a bullshit video just to fill in. But I'm trying to do fairly good videos if I can. I use Noctis, hope they last. They should last. I mean, they last well in computers. Why don't you use a Nissan Leaf drivetrain? Because I don't have a Nissan Leaf. Budget is a big concern with this Mini. I was trying to do it cheap, but I am quite heavily into it. So I am... Oh, sorry, I thought I was 12,000. Oh, no, okay, here. Now, some of these numbers are wrong. Actually, I'll just delete these ones out because they are wrong. I know they're wrong. Mini, I've got a spreadsheet, and I will share said spreadsheet. That one. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got parts. So I'm including the car itself. I'm $10,037 into the Mini. Tools and stuff that I've had to buy to do it, and I'll actually be releasing this, so you can click on my affiliate links and see other stuff, and hopefully I make some money back. Tools, I've spent $831. YouTube income from the video so far, I've made $72.76. Affiliate income, so that's you clicking on these links, I've made $5.60. I got $10 donation. I got $31 in Patreon. So the total is $118.36 income. So that is the total project cost to date. That's about as honest as you get, I reckon. Keep burping up the Coke. What are we up to? Lease dry chain. What you said about my Samsung fakes, they are heavy as all the other cells, but when some of them are different on markings on the heatsink at the bottom of the cell. Have a look on the cell database on the forum and see if there's any information on it. No, it's not 0.01, it's 0.1. No, sorry, it's 0.1 volt. The long ones definitely have, they're not accurate to 7 decimal places. Mine are all pretty close. Mine are pretty gosh darn close. So they used a Chinese cell and slapped a Samsung heat shrink on it. That's possible. That's been known to happen. AutoCAD is tough to learn, but if you on lockdown, you got nothing but time, right? No, I'm not locked down. I can still go and do everything. I'm still doing on sites and all that sort of stuff. Precautions I'm taking, even though I think they're absurd, is just keeping clean. Every time I go, before I go out onto an on-site, I grab a quick shower, I put clean clothes on, I wash my hair and all that sort of shit each time I go out. But, it's all for nothing if someone sneezes on using it. I use Blender 3D for designing and printing. It has a steep learning curve, but it is free and has millions of YouTube videos. Blender, I think I downloaded that the other day. Yeah, I did. I downloaded Blender. I want to learn as much stuff as I can. I really do. I mean, anything that I do, you've got to learn something. Otherwise, it's no fun, is it? You wouldn't do it. Fred, watching from Orange Springs, Florida, just bought 2 MPP solar 5048 inverters and a GT Leaf battery. Recently watched your battery videos. Thank you very much, Fred, for tuning in. How has the Powerwall been going for you? Built out at the farm. It is still flawless. He was here getting his computer fixed the other day, and it's still going perfectly. Once this big battery goes in, I'll probably take another 10 kilowatt off my old batteries out, because I don't think I can sell my old batteries. I don't think I'd like to be able to, but I don't think it's something I should sell. So any of my old batteries will be going out to his house, and we'll just keep hooking them all up. He doesn't use that much power, but certainly when he has 3 or 4 or 5 days of heavy cloud or rain like we did a few weeks ago, he does run out of power. So if I can sort of get him over that hump, it'd be good. Station 420, Calder Mini takes up half the back porch. Absolutely. When are you going to pull that little inverter apart? Doesn't mean I have to take it offline. It's such a good little unit. But I do need to do regen discharges and stuff this week, so I'll probably come down this week. Restoring or converting does not come up cheap, that's for sure. Absolutely. I don't. People are bugging the hell out of me. The biggest question is, why don't you paint that car? And it's simple. It's all economics. In debt to the wife. No, that's the thing. The wife is completely on board with this build. It's a YouTube build, and hopefully it builds up so I earn some money from it. We owned minis. We've owned lots of minis, probably plus 30. Oh, no, it is plus 30 minis. But it was 20 years ago when we sort of were, my daughter was, I think was 4 when we had the last one. So that was 20 years ago. Had lots of minis, drove them everywhere. She learned to drive in it. She got a license in a mini and all that sort of stuff. So it's a little bit of a midlife crisis as much as a cool project. So wifey's on board. It's all good, but I still got to tiptoe because let's face it, we don't know where this coronavirus is going to head. And that could lead my computer business into the toilet. Very possible. I think I'm going to buy another version of TeamViewer and just see if I can get some remote work and do it that way as well. I got to go and do some panic buying. See you, mate. So about 10 years to pay off the mini. I think it'd be a lot more than that. COVID-19 step 1, panic and freak out. I think that's what everyone's doing. You said the naughty word on YouTube. Are they demonetizing anything with that, or is it just the clickbaity stuff? I don't know. I haven't seen much of the stuff on that yet. I watched a few things. The problem is you really don't know what's somebody's opinion and what's true. So it's like, who the hell do you believe? No, it's just clickbait. It will get hit later. You said, yes, but not live. Actually, it was me that said the naughty word. Oh, don't worry about it. I make so little money from live feeds. Don't even stress about it. Let's have fun rather than worrying about everything else that goes along with it. No, it's about anything that gets demonetized. Most channels don't care. Yes, media are great twisting things. Oh, I don't get it. I mean, I know they need eyes to watch them, so they get advertising revenue. But can't you friggin' do it with morals? What is wrong with injecting morals into these sorts of things? Yes. Anyways, we digress. What else is happening? Are you new to my channel? If you are, smash that goddamn like button, will you? And where are you from? Facebook. I should check Facebook. If anybody's asked, if anybody wants something interesting to do on Facebook, check out the singles room. Go on to Facebook, search the singles room. Very entertaining. It's just entertaining, trust me. Look, I'm not single, but you can lurk and have some good ass giggles at anybody else's expense. Also comment boobies. Morals don't make money. Oh, God, you nailed that on the head, Wayne. At least you are rebuilding that mini, not like the one I see driving past me almost every day that has been set up as a centerpiece in a garden. Oh, God. But it might have rusted it out so much it's not good for anything else. Gap Recordings. I got a SMS from my house help saying she was going to work from home. It's actually call and give us instructions on how to clean the house. Oh, well played. Honestly, CDC are pretty reliable. It's their job. Daily reports. But I think even this, well, yeah, you got to get it directly from the CDC, I guess. But UK, welcome. Do you prefer working on PCs or Macs? PC. It's funny. I mean, inside the house, I've got a Mac laptop. I love it. That touchpad is the fastest thing on the planet to use. Um, I don't like editing on it, mainly because it gets really hot sitting on my lap. But PC, having a nice big normal size keyboard, a couple of big screens, kick-ass video card, heaps of memory, so much cheaper than a Mac. So I like my PC for a desktop, and I like my laptop to be Macs. And on my phone are all Apple as well. Fixing them, I like fixing PC better than Mac because I struggle. I'm not good at doing the board repairs. I'm an extreme novice doing the board repairs. And I will not do a board repair for anybody that doesn't understand that I am learning on their device, which isn't too many. I'm not one of these people that will just say I can do a board repair, screw it up, and then blame somebody else. I won't do that. It's all on me. So PCs are much easier than Macs. I can't get Mac parts, so it's quite difficult to do that. Do you prefer from Darwin again? Update. I have lots of power tool batteries and bought a house, so I'll get on the build in the shed. Thanks for the vids. Kevin, welcome and thank you. John, I probably won't approve that one, but I don't disagree. With your solar panels, did you install them yourself, including the cabling, or just get lucky to do the connect to the grid? Okay, so I have a grid-tied system, which was completely installed by, I can't even remember the company name, but it was when they were doing all the cheaper solar systems and stuff, and you got all these kickbacks and whatever else. I think that was like 6 years ago. I'm actually really happy with that system. It's and I'm clicking around madly trying to work this out. So I've had that for several years now, and it is brilliant. Oh, I had to turn it on. It was turned off. Where am I? Where am I? That one. That one. That one. Yeah. So this is my grid tied system, right? So I didn't do anything with this one. Completely professionally installed. I never touched it since. We've done 60 kilowatt hours, 60 megawatt hours. And so far this year, February was just absolutely chock-a-block full of rain. January was just sweating your ass off. And then we got totals of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've had it for almost 7 full years. And you can see the totals. We've got say 9,000 kilowatt hours, 8,600, 8,700, 8,800, 8,600, and 9,200 kilowatt hours for the year. So that old SMA inverter is going really well, I reckon. It hasn't degraded very much. The panels haven't degraded. In 2014, I think I got better production because every third day I was up on the roof, wasting 2,000 litres of water a day, scrubbing all the panels and making sure they were nice and clean. I believe once I waxed them. It wasn't the proudest moment of my life, but I waxed my panels at some stage. For some weird reason, I thought it would help self-clean the panels, but I'll apologise for that later. So yeah, so the grid tied test system, I haven't done any. All of the off-grid stuff is under 120 volts DC, and I did everything myself for the DC side of it. All the AC side, I have all invoices for all that sort of stuff. I don't touch shit that can kill you. My usual supermarket has some spare shelves. It looks like the staff restocked what they could. Toilet paper aisle was totally empty. See, I can walk down the road to Coles and I can get toilet paper right now. They've got real strict limits on them. Oh, yawn. Oh. That's the first one for the night. And you just know that that means I've got to go to bed. Well, I'm from MacDowell Country, West Virginia. Don't know if you've ever heard of it. Absolutely have not, I can assure you. As a mod on TSI, be respectful in the comments, please. Yeah, respectful is one thing, but let's have some fun, damn it. I think fun has been removed from the world because we're all so censored. How's that Tesla fuse battery working out? And Indianapolis here from across the pond, at home with batteries. What do you mean? How's that Tesla fuse battery going? What do you mean by that? South Africa, my work. Thank you very much for tuning in, Mike Hacks. You know Mike. You know Mike's listening in. He's probably sitting there looking after a baby or something. My voice is off in the background, and he heard Mac, and he had to get up and place a comment. Mike doesn't like Macs. ThinkPad nipple touchpad. No, the nipple never worked. The nipple never worked. Nipples shouldn't be on keyboards. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there. Shouldn't be there. I don't care if they made it bright orange. Shouldn't be there. Also, have you got any 30Q sources in Brisbane? No, I don't, but 30Qs are awesome. I put them into my whippersnipper, and it just feels like it's on speed. 30Q sources in Brisbane. Have you tried? Well, okay, so not 30Qs, but you could use lithium power. Lithium, these guys that sent me this, Western Australia. Lithium Power, have a look for them on Facebook. They're in Western Australia and they have Tesla batteries, separated Tesla batteries. Maybe they're an option. I don't know about the amp draw on them though. I don't know if they're similar to the 30Qs. It's probably going to be cheaper than 30Qs. And no, reach out to them, have a ask. PC man myself, but ease of use for other users. Mac, absolutely got to go. Thank you very much, Cheetah Kid, for tuning in. First Shine Channel, Tennessee. Welcome, John. Wayne, unfortunately, mud department from my chat of the video variety. Early morning, head off to DI. What's DI? Are you talking in French, son? Got to run, Pete. Lunch is over, mate. Take care. Thank you very much, Gap Recordings. I refuse to fix Macs, Pete. I hate Apple on principle. On what principle is that? They're friggin' good units. You can't say an Apple product isn't one of the best computers ever built, best iPhones ever built. They are a good product. On principle, they rock. And the amount that they sell versus the amount that out there to fix is disproportionate. They're friggin' brilliant. I love them. After cleaning, use spray on Rain-X. There we go. Ever use super caps? No, I have not. Working from home. There we go. Did you get sent home, Mike? Best laptops I come across was ThinkPad, and the nipple was perfect. No, the ThinkPad. No, Apple Mac. High-end Apple laptop. I got one that's 3 years old, and it is a friggin' beast. I love it. This message is held for review. I hate the trackpad or trackballs. They just suck balls. Absolutely. Apple is a rip. Yeah, you can't build that quality. You don't get that quality from a PC. I'm sorry. They're two worlds apart. You have to pay for that stuff. Timothy, could you tell me a good name brand 24 volt 7S BMW that doesn't cost them an arm and leg? That would be Batrium. Do you want to pay 3 times, or do you want to pay once? I'm a Batrium fanboy. Double Island Point. There you go. I would have guessed that eventually. Jesus, man. 7 SBMS, Watchmon 7, couple of $100. I don't know whether that's USD or Australian. Price has probably gone up just due to the stupidity that's happening with our Australian dollar at the moment. Yeah, Batrium, Watchmon 7, job done. You'll never have to replace it. You just let it sit there and do its job. Double Island Point, g'day, I've seen your live stream. Am I late? You are a little bit late, as it turns out. I think you're about an hour and a half late. But that's not really late, considering I'm just sitting here talking shit anyway. $5 per laptop sold. For $5 per laptop sold for $2,500. I'm pretty sure that math doesn't work there, but it's a good ass guess. It'll work for the interwebs. Yeah, home till further notice. That sucks. Well, it's kind of good, but I guess you're the guy that can set up working from home, right, Mike? The Tesla cells are only 2C, so they suck. There we go. Once you touch the nipple, you can never go back. You always go back for the real thing, right? Message helper. I'd kill myself if I was an apple. Red or green? You can't fix those things. No, they're incredibly difficult to fix. But they are very good to use. Lewis Rosman loves apples. Lewis Rosman is my absolute. He's a god. Love the guy. Love the guy. And he's very smart too. He knows ums when he's talking all the time. He's very fluent. He can rattle something off in a half an hour rant and doesn't cover anything twice. He's just a smart guy. All those numbers he remembers. Very, very, very talented. Only need to replace the ThinkPad every 8 years. Lenovo's are made to be used as actual laptops. Oh, you've been listening. You watch Lewis Rosman as well, don't you? He loves his Lenovo's. You're right. You better get a quality PC. You get better quality from a PC. It's not flat, shiny, and expensive looking. You're failing the shiny. No, they work. They really do work. Mac, iPhones, iPads, it's like Fisher Price, but PC and Android is like a Swiss. But Android, can't do Android. I'm sorry, Android, unsafe, clunky. No, can't do Android for some reason. You could probably throw a Lenovo and it wouldn't break. And you drop a Mac, 4 inches, and the aluminium extruding would bend. I absolutely agree with that. Australian dollar as low as, yes, but luckily a lot of my stuff is in US dollars, so get in. Apple's biggest POS had i4 phone, first one, never worked out of the box. Never touched them again. Best thing I ever did was give my iPhone. I've had every single iPhone. No, just long ass messy URL. What are you talking about? Holy shitballs. That's a crazy URL. But anyway, I digress yet again. I do apologize about that. Where are we? Drop mine all the time. It's fine. Don't drop. Look at this. Look at this for a computer. I had a computer the other day, and it come in, and he says, my computer's blue screening, right? This is a computer that I think there's no identifying marks. The computer's blue screening. I said, what's with all the you can see that, right? I mean, I could cover my hand across that. It's dinted all across the top, right? My computer's blue screening. My computer won't work. I had it in here 3 months ago, and it's exactly the same thing. And unfortunately, I went all dad on this poor kid. And he said, I get the shits with it, and I hit it. And look what hard drive's in it. It's just not a little hard drive. It's a 2 terabyte Seagate hard drive. And let's face it, these things don't like being punched. Yeah, I think I worked out why his computer's blue screening and it ain't warranty. But yeah, turns out PCs fail as well when you punch them. Apple will not allow third-party repairs. They will allow. They don't have a choice. Apple policy to rip you off. They tell you to replace your unit rather than fix it. Yeah, I get that, but they're still a good product to use. Yeah, 55 USD right now pissed me off. Yeah, it's not good. Mike Nako, $5. Max sucks. Just agree and move on. All right then. Where even Lewis likes Lenovo, hates Apples though. He just makes money from it, and he makes money very ethically. So that's kind of cool. The little buzzy thing didn't work on the screen. I had it turned off. The jar. There you go. Oh, what's that image? That image shouldn't be there. Anyways, where are we going? Business morals, Pete Lewis. As someone who has supported macOS for years, I have to disagree with most of you. For educational stuff, you can't pass Mac. End clients can't mess Macs up as much. I had a customer. It was about a year and a half ago now. Terrific bloke. Probably one of my customers for, I don't know, maybe 18 years. And he bought a Mac because I don't sell too many new computers. I do only the repairs because that's where the money is. And he rings me up and says, I hadn't seen him for a couple of years because he bought himself a new Mac, 27-inch, top of the line, beautiful machine. And he rings me up and says, this computer's getting a bit slow. Can you come and pick it up? And you can have it because I want to buy a new computer. And I went, sure, yeah, no worries. 27-inch Mac, yeah, I'll take that for free. Anyway, I got out there and I started having a chat to him. We were going through options of what he could buy and stuff like that. And I looked at the computer and I went, wait a minute, this is where I need to change this. I looked at the computer and went, this thing's top of the line. What are you doing? You don't need a new computer. This thing should be fast for the next 5 years. And I started talking to him and he's going, oh yeah, the guy at the store says with a Mac, you never have to turn it off. It just goes to sleep and it just keeps going and it works forever. Well, this is 3 years the guy had never rebooted his Mac. So I rebooted his Mac after 3 years of use and the damn thing come alive. Never listen to sales staff as the message to this little story. But that happened. And that was a while ago and it's still going. So I missed out on a new Mac. Well, it wasn't a new Mac, but I missed out on a good Mac for free. Maybe I could have had a 27-inch Mac sitting here. What else have we got? Your room there is awesome. I need some of that space. I think I have twice as much stuff in 1/3 of the space. Trust me. You look on that side. That side is packed. Don't be fooled by this. Hopefully all this gets shifted out tomorrow, and I can start rebuilding some mini subframes and do some time lapses. I was actually out here tonight because I was going to time lapse building that up into a battery and then start re-sleeving, but the mailman didn't bring my 1000 sleeves from 18650shrink.com. Lenovo's for years. I'm just not a massive fanboy. I have 4 of them, 3 now. Massive fanboy. Android does suck. I'm from a Linux user. Oh, I can't even do Linux. Android is Linux. It is essentially what Mike said. I love buying second-hand ThinkPads. That's such good value. That's not a computer. That's a white bin. That's a PC. It has been clearly kicked. It's been punched apparently. Like the brand new with SSD. My special operating system. SSD is the single best thing you can do to any computer. Even an old Mac, you put an SSD into them and they come alive. Actually, I've passed Mike's comment now, so we've got to get off Macs because Mike paid me $5 to move on. So move on, kids. Someone asked me a real question that I can actually answer. That'll be fun. What? We've only got 49 people in the room. We're losing it. We're losing it. Talking about Macs. Pete saved me the S SATA model ThinkPads. I probably got 4 or 5 up there somewhere, but the motherboard's probably shagged in them, and you know, the thumb buttony. Enterprise managed PCs versus Mac is no different. Anyone with $500 potato computer can do anything dodgy. Decent management policy prevents crap. Too honest for your own good. Look, that has been said more than one time. You did the right thing, Pete. Anyone else notice how viewers dropped off at the mid-60s after the Mac topic? I just noticed that as well. We got bogged down. We did a little bit. When's the next Powerwall video? With sick electronic music like the old days. I've tried to stop that. My God, I get some horrendous comments. I got 850,000 views on a comment on a video and 6,000 comments saying your music sucks. And I just, you know, reply by, yeah, my mum's music sucks as well, but I don't complain about it. I want to fill up my microwave Faraday cages with ThinkPads. Go on, you go and do that. Anyway, we've caught up. I've been there an hour and a half, and it's 10 o'clock at night in Australia, and I probably should go to bed. Probably won't sleep now, though. And now I'm going to have to do that video tomorrow. If you're still here, let's see if I can actually show you a video. Where's my scratch drive? Great. Now Internet Explorer's not running on this PC. I knew I should have had a Mac. Here's a little working knowledge. Here's a little working, what is that there like that? So this is my, actually we just bitch my ugly face. There we go. Ugly face is gone now. This is an insight to how I do video editing. Time-lapse, shadow edit, power director, mini-series. Episode 6. There's not that much there. I thought I could have shown you heaps more. But there's not that much to show you. There's me putting stuff in the back of the car. That's all the outtakes that you don't get to see. I spent hours pulling stuff apart. This is actually, I'm trying to make this into an interesting video, which is quite difficult. Where is it? This one looks cool. Don't worry about this talking. I think I'm going to get all this talking out of here. Where is it?
23-hour cell there at a 2350.
This is the next one. There we go. Come on, there we go. This is not techno music. Oh yeah, that's enough of that. That little bit there, I think, took like 3 hours or something to actually go through and do. And I've got many more hours of sorting cells. All those cells are sorted into 50 milliamp hour groups. There is some 23s there, but I'm hoping I won't need too many 23s. But there's 24s all the way up to 34s, 3400 milliamp hours. So the next thing I've got to do is actually do them into packs, so 40S packs, 200p packs, and then I've got to re-sleeve them all. And I didn't record 3,000 tests with the internal resistance meter. But if anybody wants to borrow that, you're more than welcome to borrow it. You just got to come here and shake my hand. No, I love them. Are you closing your shop during the COVID outbreak? No, I am absolutely not. I can't afford to. Me and my wife are both self-employed. Well, no, actually, my wife has a real job now, but she's also a personal trainer. She's got her own business as well. That dried up instantly. No more clients for personal training, and the gym has lost a whole heap of hours as well. So I have to keep working. I have no choice. Hopefully, I can just do heaps of YouTube and heaps of chatting to you guys. That would be ideal. I'd love to put my camera up there when I'm working and just have random chats with everybody throughout the day. But I think Jehu did that, and he only had like 20 people in the room at any one time. So maybe that's not an option. I don't know. It'll get me heaps of watch time though. Have you got any LifePo 4 cells yet? Trying to figure out how to use them with 3.7 volt cells. No, I haven't, Mike. I haven't got a single LifePo 4 yet. Hey Pete, why do you salvage old batteries? Why not use $2 new 3400s? Because there's no such thing as new 3400s. There's no such thing as a new 3400 milliamp hour cell for $2. It doesn't exist. Well, at least not that I know of. Internet Explorer sucks balls, Pete. I know, right? Who uses Internet Explorer still? I do not. I am a Chrome user, but Internet Explorer, no. Explorer. Explorer is different to Internet Explorer. I gotta get the things right in my head. I do not use Internet Explorer. I use the Explorer. I use Google Chrome for everything else. I wonder why his PC didn't work. What time is it there? It is 10:21 p.m. Exactly, Mike. It's rubbish. How do you fit into the car? I usually use the door. Like if you open it up, you can climb in. Actually, I saw some Tesla seats today. I went to Rowan's house tonight to pick up the X6 because he's been raping it for the last month. And Rowan's got 2 leather Tesla Model X seats. Black leather, premium. Damn, they look good. Should I spend $2,000 on 2 seats for my Mini? I think the answer is no. But do I want to? You better believe I want to. Holy shit, they look good. And if I can get the seatbelts and get the retractable seatbelts to fit as well, that would be freaking cool. But that's an awful lot of money. On your PC, handy hit, get the Edge developer program and get Chromium-based version. So fast to have a touch Chrome or Edge default anymore. Yeah, I'm still not an Edge user. I'm still not a Edge user. That's a cool time lapse. That is one of about 50 time lapses that'll be in that video. Because it's just so much work. Those shots of all those cells don't compress well over YouTube. Lots of video. Oh yeah, no, that won't look any good over the live stream. No. That's probably like a maybe a 15 gig file or something, with the way it's rendered at the moment. It's a fairly massive for like a minute. Oh no, that was about 4 minutes actually in total. No off-grid because he does it from home. From what I'm doing here is when customers come here, what I'm doing at the moment is just limiting to 1 customer at a time. But anything that we get in, we just give it a quick wipe over. I'm not being some ridiculous anal health freak, because I think evolution has evolved to such a degree where the weak will die and the strong will live. But we wipe everything down quickly, especially the mobile phones, the computers. Yeah, we sort of spritz it every now and again with some air freshener type disinfectant. But if it gets any worse, what I'm going to actually do is I open 9 till 5 at the moment. What I'm going to start doing is opening 7 till 6. Now that sounds crazy, adding another 3 hours and not getting extra money for it. But I figure it will, any customers that I get, it will stretch them out further throughout the day. So I'll have less people here at any one time and a longer gap between each one, I hope. Add to that I got a couple of big fans that I always use, and it always blows fresh air into my workshop. The problem is 100 meters that way, I've got a huge school, and at any one time there's 1,000 kids. 50 of them are farting, burping, coughing, or vomiting, and a good gust of wind. We're covered in bacteria and shit anyway, so I don't think there's much I can do. But if there's something little that I can do to stop the virus from spreading, and that's my part, well, I'm happy to do that. Chris, thank you very much for your $7.99. Much appreciated. Plus, buy a Tesla and make Powerwall video builds with electronic music. Oh, I won't be buying a Tesla because, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing better with the music. I think I'm doing a lot better with the music. I'm giving it a good hard crack, Chris. Watch Stalker watch like we like chatting. PC versus Mac wars. Let's get into browser wars. No, let's not. Change to Brave Dave. This message has been healed. File Explorer Pete. Jesus Christ, man, get your shit straight. It got me shit straight. Held for review. Off grid. Everything you say is getting held for review, bro. Well, not everything, obviously, on the seats. No way on the seats. You'll never be able to get people in the back with them seats. I didn't even think of that. But they do flip forward, so you could get in there if you want. I didn't think about how much space they physically use, because they are pretty big seats. And I reckon they might even come up way too high. And they might. I want them inside the car. I want minimal. I want as little stuff as humanly possible. And I'm getting rid of the 3-piece dash to put this one in. But what I'm thinking now, I got that one, so it's more classic. And then I can ditch the crash pad, and then I can ditch the the crash pad top and bottom. And I figure I can use this one because I'm going to be using a mini gearbox. And that's in upside down. Good work, Pete. Actually, it goes that way, so that's normal. I can use the speedo on that, which is fine. But for the oil and temperature, I can use the temperature of the battery in that one, and the oil I might be able to turn into maybe another temperature one for ambient temperature or brake temperature. I don't know, but I should be able to get gauges for there that are actual functional for the electric car. And then I've ditched the standard radio, the genuine radio that was in it, the AM radio. And I'm even thinking about ditching the heater to minimize inside the car. So based on that alone, maybe those Tesla seats aren't an option. But they look so damn good. They really do. The new Edge is nothing like the old Edge. When you get a chance to give it a go, it supports a lot of Chrome extensions and it isn't much memory hog. That's interesting. Of course you're going to want, because it can kill your family. I don't think my family's young. We should be fine. Yes, it does. Off-grid prepper, laughing. HP power battery. You could always pump ethanol through some atmospheric spray in the airstream. As a bonus to make it working more pleasurable, but less productive. Yeah, I reckon it probably would. Hey Joe, how come? The new Suburban had power third row seats in the back. Advertised as folding flat, but the seats e-back platform consumes at least 3 inches of floor height and they aren't removable. It's not a good design driven by the marketing department. Marketing departments are guilty for a lot of dumb shit. Hey Fernando, welcome. Been a while since I've seen you around here. Phil and Gabe, gotta go. See you later, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have I got any other questions and stuff? Because I'm actually getting tired. I should probably go and get some sleep. What do you reckon? Stay or go? I reckon I should go. I actually want to go. Close that down. What about your parents, wife, parents, grandparents? They're not here. My parents are travelling around Australia somewhere. Wife's parents, grandparents, all passed. They have gone to the Great White Light. Wife's parents, don't really care if I should be honest. One of my next trips will be Australia. Just come back from Canada. Geez, that sounds like a big trip, but don't come at the moment, bro. It's probably a bad idea. I got here late. Yes, I'm sorry, Jim. Yeah. Anyway, I am going to go. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're still here, be sure to smash one of those buttons. And I'll see you on the next one. I got to go. I'm going to go to bed. Go to sleep so I can get up early tomorrow morning and do no work. Well, that's the plan anyway. The Great White Light. It's got to be out there somewhere. Mother Nature is taking care of shit, and all of the gods out there are all counting their money. I'll see you later. Take care. Thank you very much. See you, mate. I thank you all for a good live feed. That's been a good chat. I like these chats where you just get after it and have some fun rather than try and be serious. Somebody else out there is not going to like it and give me a thumbs down, but you get that, right? Anyway, tubers, thank you very much for tuning in. I am out of here. End stream. See you later.